Hi everyone, I'm Beth Moore, and we're going to do a project here today with crafting at Indigo Pearl Company. The project is called Everything's Gonna Be Alright. It's a little Bob Marley tune, and I thought it might be something fun for us to do today. The colors are going to be bright, and I hope you enjoy. Today I've got, I want to go ahead and explain to you what I've kind of done here. This is a door tag, and it's a large door tag, and people hang them in their home. They sit them up on a shelf or whatever, but it starts out brown, and then today I went ahead and painted it with acrylic paint, and I thought I would show you what I actually painted it with. I let it dry, and then to protect our transfers, I went ahead and waxed it. And I mean, I picked these up at the Hobby Lobby, or they may have even come from Walmart. So we're going to kind of get down to the project. Here is the 3 different pastes I'm going to use. The color Bumblebee, the color Guava, and the color Blue Jay. But I'm going to use 2 different kinds of transfers. Now everybody, when I came along, used to call this transfer gingham, but now I think the popular name for this is buffalo plaid. But this is our small buffalo plaid transfer, and this is what we're going to use first. And then this second transfer we're going to layer on top, and this is the transfer with the Bob Marley saying. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and get busy. Mark, if you'll come on up and adjust the camera. One thing that we have to do with our transfers, since we're actually going to put them on a surface that is not chalk couture, we need to fuzz. Well, you need to fuzz even if it's not chalk couture, or is chalk couture, but we need to always wax to protect, and then we're going to fuzz it just a little bit. Now I hang mine, the bigger ones up, and the little ones I put in a drawer. Let me see if I can get myself situated. Alrighty, we're going to begin our project. And you can fuzz on most any, like a terry cloth towel, dish towel. Dollar Tree has some really nice dish drying mats that you can also use. Let me see if I can get this out of the way just a smidgen. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to put the buffalo plaid down on the white board, and you want to make sure that you get it pretty well down on the board, and that way you can I use a lot of times a little squeegee so I can just kind of make sure that there's no bubbles, because if you got bubbles in there, then all of a sudden you're going to have little defects in your design. Now this Bumblebee paste, it is bright yellow, and I love it, and love the colors, the loud colors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of distilled water to make sure that my paste is like the consistency of yogurt. And I'm going to stir it up a little bit. And then you're going to just kind of blob it on your screen. Nothing hard about it. Put everything to its side. And you will invest in quite a few of these baby wipes because you want to keep your hands as clean as possible. Now with paste, you've got to go on and work with it. And I start at the top and I just kind of work my way down. And I'm a messy person when it comes to paste or when it comes to paint. I get it everywhere. You just keep working with your paint or with your paste. Keep pulling. And the stroke is not, you're not bearing down, you're not trying to muscle the paste on there. You're just trying to make it glide so that your finish or your design project will be even looking. You can also, as you go down, if you've got kind of a large transfer, you can pull up, and as you pull up, you can see how the paste is adhering to the board, but that way it won't have a chance to dry, and then you pull paste in along with your transfer. You just kind of keep peeling. One of the best things I like to do though is what I call the reveal, is when you get ready for your project to be over with and you just kind of pull it up and you see what you have created. And let me tell y'all, sometimes I have created a mess. But I think this time we're going to be right on time with this. This should be really pretty. Now, you want to make sure, we always try to be economical, so we put our paste back in, and then we're just going to go ahead and keep pulling. Ooh wee, that is really pretty. It's a little crooked, but hey, what the heck. It's your design. Now what I just did is you can clean it in a couple of different ways, but I had a tray of water over here to my left, and I just immersed it, and I have a little chalk eraser that I'm going to use on it to get it clean, and then it'll go back on its, once it dries just a bit, it'll go back on its face sheet. And here again, I'm just going to go ahead and clean up my paste off of my utensil. Now, this is one of the squeegees that they have, and what I stirred up the paste with is called a spatula, and that. Okay, now we don't want to sit around and just wait on paint to dry, and this chalk paste usually dries really, really easy. But I'm going to use my heat gun, and I know you probably can't hear me over it, but we don't want to put anything on tacky paint, because then again, it won't come up. Yep, see, I got paint all over my fingertips. Okay, I believe that's going to be good. And I don't know, I can't remember if I held it up for you guys to see, but I think it actually turned out very, very pretty. Really bright yellow. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take, every little thing's going to be all right. transfer with this little bird. And we're going to do the letters and the guava. And then of course everybody loves a bluebird. So I've got bluebird there. And I love bows. And so I've got some raffia here that I'm going to make just a simple bow to put there at the top. Now this one is a little bit more sticky. And goodness, let me open it up. And you want to do it several different times so that you make sure, because the better you treat your transfers, the longer they will last. Usually they will last sometimes anywhere from 8, 12 to maybe 20 times. I'm going to take this squeegee and I'm just going to pull along to make sure I get all my bubbles out. And see how it actually is down on it flat. And it doesn't have to be stuck all up in here. This is silk screen transfers. Alrighty, let's see. I think I want to go ahead and do my words. Now, your paste should be about the consistency of yogurt. So I'm going to use a couple of squirts of distilled water and stir, stir, stir. Then I'm going to just take some little blobs and put down through the wording. And here again I'm going to take my squeegee and kind of position myself with my left hand and just pull through. Again, remember the stroke, or you don't have to bear down real hard. And as you pull through and you have excess paste, you just put it in your little pot, because you want to save it as much as you possibly can. Now I'm going to need a little bit more down here to make sure that I got all my words in. Just keep pulling and working with your paint. And you can go in you can go in any direction. I usually like to go from top to bottom, but I have gone from side to side. Now I'm pulling through to get the excess part of the paste off. Alrighty. One thing that you really want to try to do is always keep your paste, your utensils clean. Here again, I'm going to spray a couple of squirts into my Blue Jay, and that is the color of that. Stir it, make sure it's yogurt consistency, and then put me a little glob and just pull through. And see, I pretty much put a little bit too much there. So I'm going to have to be real careful not to get it into my words. Now the reveal. Ooh wee, isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to go over here and put the transfer face down into the water, and I'll get to cleaning that later. Every little thing is going to be all right. Bob Marley. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get my bow material together. And I've got a couple of different colors of raffia. And get those that, and so that we can actually finish the project. But first I'm going to clean up my work area, and I try to put back as much paste as I possibly can. And here again, you're going to use numerous baby wipes, but it's just so much easier if you clean up as you go. The chalk paste is formulated to work with the chalk transfers, and it dries so quickly that sometimes if you don't put the container top back on, it dries out easily. Isn't that guava pretty? I think that's a really pretty color. Now also, I'd love for you guys to shop with me. I'm going to include some of the I'm going to include all of the links of everything that we've used today in the comments above. But if you have any questions or any comments, just go ahead and comment on the video. I will go back later on and you know, answer your questions, or if you'd like to shop with me, I'll even, you know, put #shop, but you can go straight to my website. Now I'm gonna just tie a very simple bow with my raffia. I'm not the best bow maker by no means. I take the easy way out. I would much rather somebody else tie my bows for me, or the pretty ones anyway. But this is just what I like to put on this little sign. And a lot of times I will use hot glue to secure the raffia that I wrapped around. And but today I won't take time to do that. Again, this is a door tag. It's about 18 inches long. You can actually wax or polyurethane it if you're going to put it on the outside, and you can get those products at Walmart. But if you're just going to keep it on the inside, it will be fine just as is. These make cute little gifts, especially like for teachers or Sunday school teachers, or your hairdressers, you know, just friends and family. All right, we about got this bow situated. That's a little bit too long. Let me clip a little bit. Ta-da! Thanks for joining me and watching Crafting at the Indigo Pearl Company. We'll see you later.